Hey lovely people, it's Cinnamon McCann with the Stilettos series. I want to thank you so much for joining me for another video. It's self-publishing in Stilettos, and we're talking about the iBook platform app that's been basically newly released last week or the week prior, and so everyone's really excited, particularly self-published authors, ebook authors, that type of thing. So Apple created this really cool app that allows so much of an easier situation, which Apple tends to do. They tend to create these very user-friendly products, and they've done a pretty good job with this app. So if you have a Microsoft Word file, you can just kind of drag it and put it in Apple's platform, and it'll create some headers and some chapters and all that great stuff. More importantly, it will create a variety of interactive tools, which is cool. So you can have video and Java and all this other stuff, and you can have a really good old time. If you're doing fiction, or you are a children's book writer, it's really kind of exciting because now you can kind of put video and have your customers or your readers have the ability to kind of maybe see some of your characters and that whole animation. So with that, I think that's really cool and kind of funky. So I'm excited about that. Now here's my issue. You know I had an issue, right? I never just give you news and not have an issue. I should work on that. Some things I would like people to consider is that Apple basically has this exclusive right on your work when you use their app and publish on their iBooks. And I didn't actually know this until I read an article. Her name is Susan Wilson, and I'm going to put her link to her article, and if I can find her Twitter name, I'll put that up there too. But she wrote a really comprehensive article about the exclusiveness that Apple wants on your work. So what does that mean? It means if you publish with iBooks, directly with iBooks, you can't have your work anywhere else. I didn't know that. I can't say I researched it that much, but she gave a really good information. So with that being said, you have to think, do you want that? Do you want Apple to be like, nah, you can't have your book anywhere else if it's in electronic format? Really, Apple? You already want me to buy your computer to use it, this app. Then I have to buy your iPad so I can connect it to my Mac computer so that I can see if the book is formatted correctly. And if it's not formatted correctly, I can work out the bugs on my iPad. Listen, I respect the gangster in the company, or how you're like, listen, buy all of our products right now so you can do one thing. It's cute. But meanwhile, you've already monopolized our purchase product buying. Now you want to monopolize our work? I just feel a certain kind of way about that. And maybe others don't, but I do feel like you need to be aware of it. You do need to read the contract, okay? So this is not a situation where you don't read the contract and you just sign up for iBooks and then you're in that situation. Now, if you want your stuff on Amazon Kindle, or you want your things on Nook's platform, which is Pubit, if you sign directly with iBooks, far as I know, you can't do that. Now, Apple still has third-party aggregators, and a year ago, when I published my first book, I had went through Ingram. Ingram's one of the largest distribution companies, I want to say in the world, but I might be lying, so I'll go ahead and feel safe to say in the States. But for those of you who haven't, put your book out there, or any product for that matter, your distribution company is basically your middleman. So if you have a product that you want to sell in Best Buy or Walmart, or you have a CD you want to sell to whomever, usually there's a middleman, and that middleman is the distribution company. You can't just go knock on Best Buy's doors or Walmart's door and say, listen, I got this product, you want to sell it for me? Usually you have to go through a distributor. So back, Ingram is my book distributing company that I use, and they had a relationship with Apple to be one of their third-party aggregators. I looked over the contract, I looked at the commissions, which you should always look at, and which is very important, and I wasn't quite excited about it. It was a lot of red tape, so I just, in my opinion, so I just didn't. I went with Amazon. It was a lot easier, it was a lot straightforward, a lot more straightforward rather. So you just really have to come up with your own personal opinion. But if you go through the third-party aggregators, it's not exclusive anymore. So there's Smashword, which is a really cool aggregator. There's Ingram. There's a variety of companies that you can go through them to get your book on iBooks. So just wanted people to know that, because I didn't want people to go rushing to iBooks and thinking like, oh my gosh, wait, this is going to be great, and not be aware of the consequences that could potentially go down with that. So I'm going to put Susan's article at the bottom because I thought it was really great. She did a great job of summarizing that up. And I think that's it. If you're using it, or you have used it, or you're thinking about it, or you just have any other comments, just go ahead and leave them down there, because I love the comments. And don't forget to go to Facebook.com/the Stiletto series, and like us and love us and hug us and support us, and all that great stuff. So it's Cinnamon McCann. I love always talking with you all, and I'll see you again next time real soon.